iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Scout Fantasy Show. ScoutFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Scout Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
Everybody, it's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards. Get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. What I'd like to do on Thursdays is I'm going to give you some of the results of my free agency. I'll do them in some online championships and some world championships and see what people did, how they bid. And then, of course, we'll preview tonight's game. In one of my leagues right here, this is a world championship league. Rashard Higgins went for $478. That's right, $478. The next highest bid is $178. That's the crazy thing with blind bidding. You just never know how it's going to turn out. You never know what people are going to do. Higgins at $478, when you're paying that kind of money, when you're paying 47.8% of your FAAB budget, he better turn into a star. Is this a good move? Probably not, but I see why somebody makes that move. It's bold. It's bold, but not a move I'm loving. Chris Thompson went for $469. The next highest bid was $405. I also like to see what the next highest bid is. If the next highest bid was high, you're like, wow, that's smart. $469 is a good bid. I mean, Chris Thompson right now running backs are hard to find, and he has been terrific. Kelly is injured, and P. Ryan can't catch the football. So you've got to think Thompson's going to be a big part of this offense. That's a good bid. Danny Woodhead went for $349. That's a clever bid. You know, the guy who did this, John Rozek, very smart player, because when I remember his team, he had a lot of receivers and no running backs, tons of receivers and no running backs. And what he does is in this move, you know, he may have to wait 8 weeks. That's fine. He'll wait 8 weeks. But if he's in the playoff hunt at the time, he could make a move to win because of Woodhead. So that's a winning move. Did he overpay? Yeah, nobody even bid $1 on him. He could have gotten him for $149, but the calculation was right. It was a right calculation because it could pay off big time for him. Rozek also did a really good move with Geronimo Allison, got him for $115. Maybe he paid too much. I would say that. But if the Packers, you know, Devontae Adams, Cobb, Jordy Nelson, any one of those guys gets hurt, boom, he's got Geronimo Allison. So I like that move. Ben Watson went for $88. He went for more in other leagues. So I thought that was a good buy. And what did I do here? In this league, we went for Will Fuller for $41. The next bid was $32. So I think we did a pretty good job there. And we got Andy Dalton, who I think will have a better season coming up with a new offensive coordinator. Let's see. Here's another World Championship team that I'm a part of here. The blind bidding results. Rashard Higgins went for $225. So what do you take from this? The other league, you went for $478. This league, you went for $225. That's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. You know, Ronas and I always joke years ago when we both won a Roto Bowl league. I think I finished top 10 overall, and he was maybe in 50 or 60, but I got Keenan Allen for $30. He got Keenan Allen for $300. There's just nothing you can do. You just don't know what the rest of your league is going to do. So Higgins went for $225. The next highest bid was $201. Geronimo Allison, Rozek is in this league as well, $188. There was a bid of $21. Ben Watson went for $117 versus $88 in the other league. You just don't know what people are going to do. You can't predict. You think you can predict, but often you can't. All right, another World Championship league that I'm a part of here. Let's see some blind bidding results. Rashard Higgins, $311. The next highest bid was $301. That's going to suck. You bid $301. You think you're getting this guy. Alex Collins went for $161. This guy's probably thinking, you look, if Buck Allen gets hurt or Terrence West gets hurt, I got the guy. Ben Watson goes for $101. Jerron Brown goes for $159. I thought that was a little bit high there, but hey, what can I tell you? It works for some people. Let me show you two more. These here, blind bidding results. So Rashad Higgins, 359. Alex Collins, 214. That's a lot of money. I had bid 178 on Devin Funchess. The next highest bid was 0, which was shocking to me. Absolutely shocking to me. Chris Johnson went for 167. Trevor Siemian went for $71. Geronimo Allison went for $71 in this league. So it's interesting. But Ben Watson went for 34. So you see, like, Watson goes for 34 in one league, 117 in another. You just don't know what league you're going to be a part of. Let me give you one last World Championship one here for you. Blind bidding results. Higgins 331. Next bid was 265. Funchess was 151. The next highest bid was 132. Watson was 146. The next highest bid was 54. Trevor Siemian 141. Alex Collins 101. Will Fuller 82. This is a pretty stacked league here. Geronimo Allison 54. So Mark Mitchell's in this league. Glenn Lowy's in this league. You got a lot of really good teams in this league, and they're making aggressive bids. You can't control what your league is going to do, but you can watch it. See, that's my best recommendation. You can watch what your league is going to do. And what do I mean by that? I mean that you can see what people do week in, week out to know how to make your bids. If you see people will be aggressive, well, then you have to be aggressive. If you see that people are laying back, well, you can lay back. So that's how I approach it. I don't want to spend all my money week one. I've already told you that. Let's take a look at another league here. This is an online championship league. Rashard Higgins went for 319. Alex Collins 214. Ben Watson 201. Trevor Siemian 181. Rex Burkhead 102. Zach Miller 101. Ryan Suckup 101. That may be the worst bid I've ever seen. If you're bidding more than $10 on a kicker, please call my office for a meeting appointment. Will Fuller went for 61 here. I think I was probably upset about that. I probably wanted him. But you know what I did in this one? I stashed some guys away. So people paid $319 for Rashad Higgins. I got Chris Conley for $19. Right? People went for Trevor Siemian for $181. I got Jay Cutler for $15. Right? People took Rex Burkhead for $102. I took Malcolm Brown for $15. I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that in this league. Did I want some of those other names? Absolutely. Is Trevor Siemian worth $160 more than Jay Cutler? No, he had one good week against a bad defense. Jay Cutler looked pretty good. I'll take that discount there. And when I need him on a particular week, I'll play Jay Cutler. Malcolm Brown is one Todd Gurley injury away from being the starter, and there's nobody else there. For $15, hey, I like that move. They're playing tonight. I'll throw Malcolm Brown back into the fold next week if Todd Gurley's healthy, right? I get him tonight. See, hear this move out. I get Malcolm Brown tonight in Thursday's and Wednesday's waiver wire, right? I spend $15. Todd Gurley gets hurt. Let's say he does. How much would I have had to spend on Malcolm Brown next week? $572. I just saved myself $550. If Todd Gurley's healthy after tonight, come next week, I throw Malcolm Brown back into the player pool. And I get somebody else. You see, I'm hedging my bet. Got to think that way sometimes. All right, let me look at another online championship here. Because the online championships, you just never know what people are going to do. Trevor Siemian, $289. $289. Oh, my God. Rashard Higgins, $211. Chris Johnson, $169. I mean, that's crazy with a little crazy sauce there. Let's see another league here. Ben Watson, $231. Rashard Higgins, $229. The next highest bid was $227. Oh, my God. That'll kill you. Trevor Siemian, $212. Orleans Darkwall, $100. Now, look, I'm busting the guy's chops who took Trevor Siemian at $212. But if Trevor Siemian turns out to be the real deal, maybe he's worth $200. Not to me, but I could see how somebody would do it. Let me give you one more. This is from the Top 100 Invitational here. Let's see how people went. Rashard Higgins went for $400. The next highest bid was $331. Danny Woodhead went for $359. I'm sure that was to Rozek. Jerron Brown went for $174. Ben Watson went for $88. Will Fuller went for $54. I was a little upset about that one. I wish I had that one. Austin Safari and Jenkins went for $32. What did we do here? Yeah, we got Geronimo Allison for $11. $11. Loving it. And of course, we got the Jaguars defense for $10. I can live with that too. They played very well this year. So look, what does this go to show you? It goes to show you that there are many different leagues and people approach things in many different ways. What I love about the blind bidding is that I can get an idea of who's willing to go for a guy and make a big move here. See, Mark Mitchell was interesting. Mark Mitchell is a very good player. I think he came in second last year, lost by a point or so. In one league, he went very heavily on some guys. And here in this league, he went for a buck on Ed Dixon, a buck on David Njoku. I'm loving that move. That's slick. So great players know how to adjust their bidding depending on the league. I don't just bid 400 on Rashard Higgins in every league I'm in. Maybe I look at the league I'm in. Maybe I look at my team. Maybe I look at the depth I have. How badly do I need Rashard Higgins? So, for example, in the league where we bid very heavily on Devin Funchess, right, and we got him, my team was really bad. I had to bid 178 on Devin Funchess. First of all, I'd lost Danny Woodhead. Secondly, I had lost Kevin White. Thirdly, Robbie Anderson stinks. I couldn't not come home with Devin Funchess. He was worth $107. Honestly, he was worth $278 for my team. Worth it. Worth every penny. So sometimes you have to look at your team and say, what is this guy's value to my team? If I had a better team and he was just a guy to throw away, well, then I might bid, $50, $60 on him, but I don't need to bid $200 on him, right? I need to be aggressive for guys who are impact players to my team that can really help my team. If they can't really help my team, then I don't want to bid crazy on them. Now, here's an interesting question. Will I bid on guys so somebody else doesn't get them? What we call defensive bidding. My answer to that is yes and no. Yes, I will do that. I will do that. But, I do that with a purpose. So let's just say Rashard Higgins. I will bid, if I don't need him, but I don't want you to get him for nothing, I'll bid 50, 60, 70, somewhere around $100. That way, if I get him, I'm fine with it, but I didn't break my own budget. I just don't want you to get him for $20. Because if you get him for $20, you got yourself potentially a great player and you saved yourself a lot of money. So I'm going to make the winner pay a little bit for him. Going to make the winner pay up a little bit for him. Do you understand? So that's if I don't need the guy, right? I'll drop my worst player for him, but I'm not going to overspend on him. That just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. You see where I'm coming with that? All right, let's take a look at a preview tonight. We've got the Rams versus the 49ers. So first of all, Jared Goff. I have been a little impressed with Jared Goff this year. He's been, dare I say, decent. First couple of weeks, he had 300 yards and a touchdown, 219 and a touchdown, but not a lot of attempts. 29 attempts, 24 attempts. I don't see this being a lot of attempts this week. I don't see this being a huge game for him. I know this is a coming home game. He went to Berkeley. I get that. But I don't see this as being a high-scoring game. So I'm going to lay off Jared Goff this week. But what I want to say about his, I'm not against using him this year. I'm just against using him this week. Okay? I'm absolutely using Todd Gurley, 100% using Todd Gurley this week. All in on Gurley. He has been tremendous thus far. 40 yards rushing, 56 yards receiving, 88 yards rushing, 48 yards receiving. He's been terrific last week. So I've got to think that he gets me 100 total yards this week against San Francisco. Maybe not rushing, but 100 total yards absolutely from Gurley this week. Sammy Watkins is interesting to me. He really hasn't done a lot, only 7 targets in 2 weeks. That's been a problem. But I think he makes a play tonight. I don't think there's going to be a lot of plays tonight. I really like the kickers in tonight's game, but I think if there's going to be one play, it probably will come from Sammy Watkins. I do not like Robert Woods. Cooper Kupp, let me explain about Cooper Kupp to you. This guy is a really good player, okay? But I'm not sure how many targets he's going to have. Week 1 against Indianapolis, I thought he was going to do well. Week 2, I thought he would have had a better week. I just don't know how much I trust him. I like him, but I don't know how much I trust him. So I'm going to lay off him this week. I think there are certain better matchups for him as we move forward. This just isn't one of them. I think this is going to be a grinded out, boring game. I do like Gerald Everett a little bit, not much. He's questionable. I have to see if I have him on any. I think I do have him on a team. So I like him a little bit, and he always seems to make a play. But since he's questionable, I hate these Thursday games. I hate him. I probably will bench him this week now that I see that he's questionable. For San Francisco, Brian Hoyer has just been absolutely, dare I say, disgusting. I mean, seriously, 193 yards in week 1, no touchdowns, 99 yards in week 2, no touchdowns. I mean, isn't he like an inch from losing this job to C.J. Beathard? Carlos Hyde has been absolutely outrageous, right? 124 yards last week. He's had 9 receptions on the year. I think he has a very good game tonight. I'm all in on him. Matt Bryde is a guy I want to stash on my team just in case of an injury to Hyde. I like Bryde a lot. I want to like Pierre Garçon. I do. I want to like Pierre Garçon. But the guy has had 15 targets, a lot the first week, but nothing last week against Seattle. Seattle shut him down, so I'm very nervous about him. I can't use him in good conscience tonight. Marquise Goodwin dropped some of the easiest passes I've ever seen last week. George Kittle is a train wreck. I'm going to avoid him. So, I mean, would I start Robbie Gould? Probably. So the only guy I'm starting in San Francisco is Carlos Hyde. I might go Pierre Garçon if I don't have better options, but I'm really not feeling terrific about it. It's not such a great game here. I mean, once again, another stinker on Thursday night. Thank you so much, NFL, for giving me an atrocious game to watch. Gee, thanks. And not only that, you make me make decisions earlier in the week when you know I don't like doing that. Frickin' hate that. Nightmare. Frickin' NFL nightmare. All right, do me a favor, okay? I want you to go right now. Stop what you're doing. All right, just stop what you're doing. Come with me here. Type www.scoutdfs.com. When you get there, you know what you're going to see? A new great DFS site. Okay? Who's the chalk this week? Secret stars. Prime time. Right? You're going to get articles, picks, scout scores, the optimizer, Fuego Steve doing his podcasts. All right, got a lot of stuff going on here. I really like what we're offering here at scoutdfs.com. I will be providing my visionary sleepers on Saturday so that you can have them, but I really am excited what we're doing at scoutdfs.com. Okay? Also very excited about scoutfantasy.com. Enter the promo code Roto 2017. Okay, when you get in there, we see all these articles, my waiver wire articles there, right? I see who's getting the most snaps, Stock Watch by Adam Ronis, updated depth charts, right? A lot of things going on here. Okay, a lot of things. My podcasts, PGA, right? Projection and cheat sheets. We're still doing baseball. All right, so check out scoutfantasy.com. Enter the promo code ROTO2017. Get half off your first month and be part of the Scout Army. All right, but right now it's time to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. I am back tomorrow with a review of tonight's Thursday night debacle, which I'm already telling you it is. And then I will also give you my visionary plays of the week. They're not necessarily my DFS plays of the week, more like my seasonal plays of the week, the visionary DFS plays of the week. You know where you're going to have to find those? On scoutdfs.com. And of course, I am in the message board forums, the premium message boards every night at 11:30. I am there answering your questions. So you need me. I'm there throughout the day, but I'm definitely there at night hanging out with you guys. All right, wishing you a great day. This is Dr. Roto saying be well and take care.
Thanks for listening to the Scout Fantasy Show. There's never been a better time to join the Scout Army. Visit scoutfantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO for 2 months free. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time. Go Scouts!